So two big names have pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics today. Alex de Minaur from tennis, a rising star of the tennis world. He tested positive to COVID at his base in Spain. And Liz Cambridge in the last hour and a half has also pulled the pin on an Olympic campaign. She's our best women's basketballer, and she's pulled out of the Opals team to contest the Olympic Games. The opening ceremony is set down for next Friday. There's also been a COVID scare for our men's basketballers ahead of the Games. Now, the Boomers are currently playing the US in a pre-Olympic series, and a member of the American team has tested positive. So tomorrow's game has been cancelled. Now, there's been a game this week between the two teams, and they came into close contact with the American player who has tested positive. So there are concerns on that front as well. Madam Butterfly, Susie O'Neill, is Olympic royalty and a gold medalist. She's also our Deputy Chef de Mission for the Tokyo Games. Now, Susie heads to Tokyo with team members, including our swimmers, tomorrow. And she joins me on the line. G'day, Susie.
Hi, Jim.
So what's your reaction to this today? It's disappointing, obviously, to be missing two big names. Alex de Minaur from tennis and now Liz Cambridge in the last couple of hours has also pulled out.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, obviously for Alex, it's disappointing. He tested positive in his 96-hour test, but shows the protocol's working. So if you test positive within 72 hours of getting on the plane to head to Tokyo and you're on the Australian team, then basically you're not coming. So disappointing for him, but keeps the whole team safe. As for Liz, yeah, I just read her statement actually, and she's obviously dealing with some mental health issues. So I wish her well with her recovery from that. But the Opals are a professional team. We've got a great coach in Sandy Brondello, so I'm sure they'll still do very well over in Tokyo.
It's going to be a very different looking game, Suze. I mean, you're about to head to a city in a state of emergency. Are you at all nervous?
I suppose I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, but I'm more that I'm worried for the athletes. It's going to be a really different experience, and we just want to keep the whole team safe. We want to keep Japan safe, and we want to keep Australians safe when we come back. And I think all the protocols we're putting around that is really going to be the best that we can do. And I've got the utmost confidence that we will do that. So as far as the experience for the athletes, it's going to be very different from anything I've ever experienced. It's not going to be the razzmatazz and all the fun and games. It's certainly going to be business. But I know the athletes are so grateful that everything has come together and that the games are going to be held. And I think we're going to see some wonderful performances on Channel 7.
Considering all the certainly the COVID increase or the spike in COVID cases in Tokyo, especially in recent days, yesterday I think was their highest number in that city in 6 months. Did it all cross your mind that, hey, maybe safety and welfare has to come first and these games can't go ahead?
Well, it was way too late for that to happen, to be honest. The ball had started rolling, and I think this is the best decision that can be made, that the games will go ahead. I really feel for the athletes. Some of the stories, when you hear the individual stories of the athletes, and they've been training hard over the last 5 years, as we know, and they've been through some hardships like everyone has. But I think when we hear about these the high-profile professional athletes that are going to the Olympics, I think we forget about the everyday Olympic athletes who are training their butts off, plus generally study and work as well. So, for them, I really felt for them, and I'm so happy that it's going to go ahead for them. And I've got great hopes for the Games. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's actually what we need at the moment as a bit of a distraction around the world. It's going to put on a show. Remember that the 98% of the Australian team are going to be vaccinated. 85% of all athletes in the village will be vaccinated. No Australian athlete can leave the village or the competition area once they're in the Olympic bubble. So it's going to be, as I said, just business as usual. Olympics different to usual, but I think it's going to be awesome.
Now, you're flying tomorrow on a specially chartered flight from Brisbane. Who's joining you on the flight?
I'm leaving out of Brisbane. There'll be 28 of us, I think, leaving from Brisbane. And up in Cairns, we'll be picking up the swimming team, the rowing team, the water polo team, the shooting team. I think there's probably a couple of other sports. That's all I can remember at the moment when you put me on the spot. But it's going to be a full charter flight, a Qantas charter flight over to Tokyo. Yeah, and then once we arrive, I'm just going to say, sorry, once we arrive at the airport, another COVID test. Yeah. And we can leave the airport when that is negative.
How's it going to be going from athlete, and you climbed the mountain, you're Olympic champion, to going to a senior team official? You're one of the bosses now, Susie.
Well, I have a very, very, very good boss. Ian Chesterman is the chef de mission of our team, and he's unbelievable. He's been chef de mission of, I think, 6 Winter Olympic teams. Very, very experienced. Really, really calm. His approach to the team, especially with our roles, he said, is softly, softly. We can't do anything at this stage to improve the athlete's performance, but we can stuff it up. So we're just trying to be there if they need us, being sort of a wise head, I suppose, but not getting in their faces too much.
He's a very, very good operator. I've known Ian for a long time. He's been around for a long time, and you're in good hands having him as the chef de mission. And I think you'll be fantastic for the team as well. And all we hope, we wish our athletes the very best, but we just hope that above everything, that their safety and welfare, not just our athletes, but support staff athletes around the world, stay safe. Good on you, Susie. Travel safe.
Thanks, Jim.
Good on you. That's the Deputy Chef de Mission of the Australian Olympic team. And she's, I think she's great in that position as the deputy. I think she's going to do a great job as being one of the leaders of that Australian team. Gold medalist Susie O'Neill.